All right, I've got an audience. There you go. Oh, yeah, finals. So who's going to record it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yay!
Alright, looks like a lot of us have been talking about stuff like control and, having crises one after another, loss, friendships. And so my theme is shit happens. Kind of encompasses all that kind of stuff. It's been a tough semester for me, especially dealing with mental health. One of my grades drastically dropped overnight just because I've been dealing just with panic attacks and just overwhelmingness. This first piece is a poem by Ellen Bass. It's called Relax. And it talks about a lot of different types of tragedies throughout life. And towards the end, it just kind of has this quick turn of just coming back to center and learning how to stay in the present moment and just relax and quit ruminating on all this kind of stuff. Bad things are going to happen. Your tomatoes will grow a fungus and your cat will get run over. Someone will leave the bag with the ice cream melting in the car and throw your blue cashmere sweater in the dryer. Your husband will sleep with a girl your daughter's age, her breasts spilling out of her blouse. Or your wife will remember she's lesbian and leave you for the woman next door. The other cat, the one you never really liked, will contract a disease that requires you to pry open its feverish mouth every 4 hours. Your parents will die. No matter how many vitamins you take, how many Pilates, you'll lose your keys, your hair, and your memory. You'll come home to find your son has emptied the refrigerator, dragged it to the curb, and called the used appliance store for pickup. Drug money. Your wallet will be stolen. You'll get fat, slip on the bathroom tiles of a foreign hotel, and crack your hip. You'll be lonely. Oh, taste how sweet and tart the red juice is. How the tiny seeds crunch between your teeth. The second piece is my prose piece, and this is about perfection, how sometimes we don't really get our way with all these mishaps that occur. This is an interview that I heard on a podcast of this man named Roger Houston, and just talks about perfection and just learning how to be okay with things that are imperfect. We're imperfect. I am certainly imperfect. I don't think there's anyone who isn't. And I think that the more that we come to embrace and acknowledge our own imperfections, we can come to acknowledge and embrace the way in which life itself doesn't seem to be perfect. Although, of course, really it is. The way that it happens, the way that life unfolds is the way it's happening. Who's to say it's wrong? The only thing that seems to think it's wrong is the plan that we've had in our head. But life doesn't concern itself too much for our plans. You see, the more that we align ourselves with life as it's presenting itself, the happier we'll be. So how do we deal with all these mishaps? How do we deal with all this shit that happens? It gets very easy to get caught up with ruminating over and over again. When's the next thing that's going to happen? And when's the next time I'm going to get pissed off? And that person better not bother me. And my other cat better not die or whatever. Well, it's taken me a while to learn, but friends really do help out with the coping process. And being able to reflect back and see some of those silly things in the situations really help out to really have more foresight in the next upcoming issues that come along. And along with that, it's important to laugh, it's important to be playful. And this next piece is, it's a song that's featured in a 1942 film. Dang it, where's my speaker? Hopefully she doesn't watch the whole thing. I did this both times. It's a 1942 movie called Ride 'em Cowboy, and Ella Fitzgerald is featured in her first screenplay, and she's on a bus with, as she's a farm worker with other farm workers, and they're just kind of playing along and singing and just kind of being playful with a nursery rhyme. And it's originally called A Tisket, a Tasket, which was turned into a song. Okay. Hopefully this time sounds better. Hey! Tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my mommy, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was tripping on down the avenue, not a single thing to do. She went pecking all around, and she spied it on the ground. She took it, my little yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will die. I lost my yellow basket, and if that girlie don't return it, I don't know what I'll do. Oh dear, I wonder where my basket can be. So weak. Oh gee, I wish that little girl I could see. So weak. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That itty bitty basket was the joy of mine. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket and make me happy again?
Was it green?
No.